In this video, I'm going to give you the lowdown on the ENFP, one of 16 personality types, and in my opinion, one of the funnest. Alright, hello guys, my name's Sebastian Diaz, and this is the first video in what is going to be a series of videos all about personality and psychology and what makes a person tick, I guess, day to day. Over the last year, I've kind of had a bit of an addiction to the Myers-Briggs test. Now, if you don't know what this is, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can take the test for yourself and find out what you are. I've done the test a couple of times and I always get ENFP nowadays. I used to get INFP back in the day, but that's a different story which I'll go into in the future. So in this first video, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of all the things I know so far about ENFPs, what it means, and maybe it's like who some of the famous people are out there who are ENFPs that you might know. And if you find yourself related to anything in this video that I say, it could be that you're an ENFP yourself, in which case, congratulations, join the club. Okay, so ENFP, one of 16 types. What do them letters stand for? E stands for extroverted, N stands for intuition, F is for feeling, and P is for perceiving. Every personality type has a certain dominant function that essentially runs that person, and for the ENFP, that is extroverted intuition, the N part of the ENFP. And that intuition is kind of what gives ENFPs their drive to get out there, explore, and have new experiences. However, that is also closely followed by feeling, which is their second dominant function, and that is kind of what gives them their introverted side. Now, it's worth noting that ENFPs are the most introverted of the extroverted types. That in no way means that they're quiet, it just means that they might be more willing or more likely to go into their own little room every now and again, just to recharge and gather the feelings, gather the thoughts. It's often said that the intuition part of the ENFP is one of the superpowers, and by that I mean that they tend to go with the gut feeling quite often and have a general sense of people around them and situations that is kind of like unparalleled to other types' intuition themselves. And what that means is that rather than making decisions on what people have told them or what is logical, you'll tend to get that ENFPs make their own decisions and go their own way about things. And if they think that someone else is maybe a bit manipulative or a little bit too up themselves or fake, to put it lightly, ENFPs aren't going to want to be friends with those people simply because it goes against their main values of like authenticity and being true to yourself and being respectful of other people. Someone who's trying to manipulate someone else is not someone that an ENFP wants to be friends with. That said, ENFPs will tend to have quite a large or wide social circle, taking in all kinds of people, whether that be people who like sports, who like music. You'll tend to find that they have lots of little small social groups from different areas of life. And that is one of the things that excites ENFPs. It means that they get a slice of, I guess, everything that life has to offer. They tend to go wide as opposed to deep when it comes to topics and interests. So one week you could see him at a gig, at a rock festival or something, and the next week it could be doing something like, I don't know, a chess tournament or something. Anything that they find interesting, they'll find a way to do it, and they'll find the people that are also interested in that to be their friends. Because of this deep sense of intuition and willingness to explore all that life has to offer, ENFPs do tend to hate routine, and if you trap an ENFP in a box for too long, they will begin to show signs of maybe depression or anger. It'll turn their personality for the worst. With that being said, some of the best careers and lifestyles for ENFPs include things that are a little bit more creative and out of the box. Things that tend to involve being social with other people, whether that be a journalist or an actor or a writer. And you also get a lot of ENFPs that tend to go down the counselling route, trying to help other people in healthcare, in psychology, in all aspects, even a teacher in school or university. Anything that gets ENFPs out there and mixing with other people and leaving some sort of impact on the world is a surefire way to get an ENFP happy and content. ENFPs do tend to have a drive, perhaps more so than many other types, to leave a mark on the world, whether that be through having their own business or doing something that other people will find useful and thankful for. They have this drive where they can't stop thinking about things. You might find an ENFP being very quiet at work or in school or anywhere you meet them, but that could be because inside their head, like They're thinking about what they could be doing, how they can make things better. They could be thinking about starting a YouTube channel like this, or they could be thinking about a new startup idea. You don't know what's going on inside their head, and more often than not, you may think they're just in their own little world, which they are, but by no means is that a daft little world. They're thinking about big things in their eyes. When it comes to being social with an ENFP, you'll find a lot of them tend to skim past the small talk fairly quickly. We want to get to know you on a deeper level. We want to see what makes you drive, what makes you tick. So you may find that they go from asking, hey, what's your name? But then they'll skip straight past, oh, the weather's good, isn't it? They'll go straight to the questions like, what makes you really happy? What are your deepest dreams? What do you want to achieve in life? Or what made you the way you are today? What happened in your childhood that affected you so much that made you this great and this outgoing person today? Things like that. They'll want to get to the core of who you are as a person. Likewise, they'll be fairly open to give you a bit of who they are, as long as they know they can trust you and they make that judgment based on their intuition. If you do anything that may seem to be against the values of that ENFP, you'll struggle to get to know them on a deeper level, and the relationship will tend to be a little bit superficial. You'll have fun, yes, but you won't get to know and truly gain the trust of that ENFP until you show that you're on the same wavelength when it comes to values and I guess just the way of being that you share. Some of the strengths of ENFPs include being creative and thinking of ideas, wide, large-scale ideas. But then when it comes to actually executing on these ideas, you may find that for a week or two, they'll go solid, but then you'll find that they begin to wane on the idea as the initial interest that they were so excited about tends to drop off when the reality of the detail and the small fiddly bits of the execution start to rise. And for that reason, for an ENFP to be truly effective, they need to have a network or a team around them that can make up for their weaknesses. As one ENFP by themselves, they can achieve a lot, but the real spark and the real genius of it all comes from an effective team. And that can be said for any of the personality types, because every type has their own strengths and weaknesses. And so getting out there and meeting people who are a different type to you, have different systems and ways of working, that's good for everyone. Now I'm going to go through a couple of famous ENFPs that you may have heard of. Well, you would have definitely heard of. And these include a wide range of people such as Charles Dickens and Mark Twain, the writers. You've got Ellen DeGeneres from America, who does that show. You have Russell Brand, Robin Williams and Ricky Gervais, two people very well known for their comedy and making people laugh. And that was their purpose in life. You can clearly see they found such joy in making other people happy. You've also got Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe, and also Bob Dylan. And for you DC fans out there, Harley Quinn is an ENFP, supposedly. And this kind of comes across in the way she is. You know, she's so out there. She's very clever. However, she's also very in touch with her humorous side, and I guess having the best of times despite her dark roles in these films, doing bad things to good people. I guess not all ENFPs are great, but most tend to have strong values and do the right thing. That's all I'm going to say on ENFPs right now. I hope you found this little summarization of this type interesting, and if you'd like to know more about ENFPs or a different type, leave a comment and let me know what you are, what type you got. The link's in the description, don't forget. So take that. It takes about 5 minutes and just let us know what you are. Trust me, there's nothing greater for your own self-development than finding out why you are the way you are and learning what kind of careers and what kind of interests would suit you best. Like for me, since I found this over a year ago, it's really helped me understand myself and put myself in better positions to do things and activities and even a course at university that suits me, that I won't get bored of, and that will work out long term. So do it yourself, let us know what you get, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like it, share it and subscribe. Adios. Just a quick side note now before I go, if this video seemed at all a little bit jumpy from topic to topic or a little bit all over the place, that is because I am an ENFP and one of our weaknesses is organisation, and also you could call it a little bit scatterbrained. To put it, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It means that we can think about lots of different things, but it also can mean that we get a little bit lost in one track of thought and then jump to another one. And to us it makes sense, but to the people watching, it might seem a little bit all over the place. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.